Hello, boys and girls. Today for math, we will be doing lesson 8 from unit 1. And our I can statement is I can write equations and equation chains and use the vertical form for addition and subtraction. Alright, so we're going to go over some vocabulary words. Alright, the first word is equation. Now, you may be wondering, what is an equation? Well, an equation is just a number sentence that has an equal sign. For example, 4 plus 3 is a number sentence, but when I add the equal sign, it becomes an equation. So we know that 4 plus 3 equals 7. Alright, let's do another one. 6 plus 2 equals, remember for it to be an equation, it has to have an equal sign. So 6 plus 2 is 8. So now we know that an equation is a number sentence that has an equal sign, and we know that this is our equal sign. Alright, so our next vocabulary word is not equal to. So we know that this is equal. So what does it mean, or what does it look like for is not equal? Well, you simply just put a line through it. So that sign means is not equal to. So if we were to use the same problems that we used earlier, 4 plus 3, we could say is not equal to 10. Because we said up here at the top that 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. So we know that 4 plus 3 is not equal to 10. Also, we can use 6 plus 8, or 6 plus 2, excuse me. 6 plus 2 is not equal to 7. Because we know that 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. Alright, so we've gone over equation, which is just a number sentence with an equal sign. We've gone over what the equal sign looks like, which is here. And we've also gone over what an is not equal to sign looks like, which is right here. Alright, so our next vocabulary word, which is in green, is equation chain. Alright, so we're going to figure out what that means. Alright, and to do that, we are going to look at some equations, because in order to make an equation chain, you must first do some equations. Okay? So here are my equations, and you will notice that all of my equations have equal signs. So that shows that they are indeed equations. They are indeed equations because they have equation signs. So we're going to see what these equations are equal to. Alright, so the first equation is 8 plus 9. And we know that 8 plus 9 is just going to give us 17. Alright, so I'm going to write my 17 here so you all can see it. Alright, and we're going to go across. So now we're going to do 12 minus 5. Think about, what is 12 minus 5? If you said 7, you are correct. Nice job. Alright, 7 plus 6. Good job. 7 plus 6 is going to give me 13. Alright, 5 plus 2 is just going to be 5, 6, 7. So I'm just going to write 7. Now we have 16 minus 9. So when you're doing equations, you have to be careful to look at the sign. Making sure that if you see a plus sign, you add. And if you see a minus sign, that you subtract. So 16 minus 9 is going to give me 7. And 12 minus 5, 7 again. Now we have 5 plus 4, which is going to give us 9. If you said 9, nice job. 6 plus 1, 7. If you notice, you've been seeing a lot of 7s. A lot of our equations are equal to 7. And that is on purpose, because these equations that equal 7 is going to help us to create our equation chain in just a few seconds. Alright, 15 minus 8 is going to give me 7. And then I have 10 minus 3, which is also 7. 3 plus 4, 7 again. And then 3 plus 8 will give me 11. Alright, so after answering our equations, we are supposed to go back and color all of the blocks yellow that have an answer that equals to 7. Okay, so I've already done that. This is what it looks like to color in all the equations that equal 7. You see all of these equal 7 that are in the yellow. Now what we have to do is we have to create an equation chain, which was our next vocabulary word, using the yellow boxes. So this is what you do to create an equation chain. You write down the equations, but you don't write down equal 7. You just write down 12 minus 5. So let's go ahead and start. So 12 minus 5. And I'm going to start right here. 12 minus 5. And I just got it from right the first one. And then I put equals. And then I go to the next one. 5 plus 2. And then equals 16 minus 9. And then equals 12 minus 5. Equals, the next one is right here, 6 plus 1 equals 15 minus 8 equals 10 minus 3 equals 3 plus 4, and that'll be the last one. So what I did was I just followed along, and it's kind of like a chain. I followed the chain or the blocks, and I just wrote down the problem. So if you look at the first one, you have 12 minus 5 is right here. And then the next one is 5 plus 2 right here. And then you have 16 minus 9. And then the next problem is 12 minus 5. And then 6 plus 1. And then you put the equals 15 minus 8 equals 10 minus 3 equals 3 plus 4. And that is an equation chain. Alright. So my next word is vertical form. In the black, vertical form. So to help us figure out what a vertical form is, I'm going to show you. Let's turn this over really quick. I'm going to show you an example or a chart to help you figure out the difference between vertical and horizontals. Now you've all been working on math mountains, and most of the problems that you have been seeing have been horizontal. So horizontal just means that it goes across. So now you're going to be looking at vertical, which means that things go up and down. So if you look at this, horizontal goes across and vertical goes up and down. So let's look at a vertical problem. Let's say 4 plus 3. Well, you see how vertical goes up and down. This is how you write 4 plus 3 vertically. So 4 plus 3 is going to give me 7. Now if I wanted to write 4 plus 3 horizontally, I would just write 4 plus 3 equals 7. So you see how vertical in the pink goes up and down, and you see how the horizontal, which is the green, just goes across. Okay? Now we're going to look at a math mountain with the same problem. So remember earlier in Unit 1 you learned about math mountains, and you know that you have a total and you have 2 parts. Okay, so the total always goes at the top. So the total for this is 7, and my 2 parts are 4 and 3. So when you get on your math workbook page for this lesson, you will have, or you will see, where you have to fill in the problem vertically, horizontally, and you have to do a math mountain. Okay, and remember that at top, that's your total, And these are your two parts. And the same thing here. Now this will be a total. And this will be a two parts for that. And then for this is your total. And then you have your two parts. Okay, boys and girls, that was your lesson for Unit 8. So what you're going to do now is you're going to go ahead to your math workbook page. And then you're going to do a lesson check, which just will review everything that we've learned in the lesson. If you have issues or problems, you can always go back and watch the video again. And that will be it. See you guys tomorrow.